My name is Amy Conway. I am a weird artist. I do a lot of social engagement type art, which kind of can include performance or include object making or like collaboration. I got my start as an artist kind of pretty young. I started, I always drew and always doodled. It was always kind of a way that I felt like I could really communicate because I haven't always been very good at language. I tried to be a scientist, and every time I got really frustrated with math, I'd be like, I'm gonna take a sculpture class. As far as like having a specific discipline that I'm really interested in, it's always varied. I have sort of like a public art and a sort of a personal art. If they're public, then they're often collaborative and they're often slightly performative and interactive in different ways. But if I'm working on something for myself, then it always goes back to fabric and to working with fabric. When I was in graduate school, I worked on this year-long thesis project. It kind of set me on this thing where I was very methodically digging into my past, like analytically, like looking at the houses that my family lived in, looking up deeds and records, and this question that I was asking, like, can I change the way that memories affect me by making new memories around that time and that period and the people involved in my life then. And then like it kind of culminated in me making a partial model of the house that I lived in when I was young, and it was this large-scale installation that was made out of fabric that I had dipped in this material called hydrostone. It's like a gypsum plaster material, and if you put it on fabric, fabric hardens and it can stand on its own. It's like kind of this magical thing that transforms this like very soft material into this hard, rigid, but kind of beautiful, dripping thing. And so I made a model of that house that I lived in, and it was really therapeutic. Like it really did change the way that I think about like some of the memories that were at the root of that are not as strong because there's these new memories that I built around this place, and this sort of empowering act of saying, these memories don't have to be the thing that they were before. I can make this new way of understanding my past through this information and through these other things. Another project that I worked on was a collaborative project with this artist named Erica Thomas, and we did this project called Dreamland, and it was based on the idea that sort of everyone loves, or I think everyone probably enjoys being read out loud to. So we did this project where we carried a bedroom set up to the top of Mount Tabor, like a bed, a full bed, and a rocking chair, and a lamp, and a table, and a rug, and like we made this cozy setup just right up top, and we read out loud to people. We invited people to come lay down, to lay on the grass, to just sit, and we read kind of surrealist fiction to them because we were in a park on top of a mountain reading in a bedroom set. It was just super fun, and it was sort of this thing that people stumbled onto. Like they were just out there doing their walk or whatever they did, and that was sort of the idea, is that we're interrupting sort of the normalcy of the day and the evening plan, and there's just this sort of dreamy setup where people can just kind of lay down and relax and fall asleep. Some people fell asleep or brought their kids along, and it was kind of magical for us. I want to make art that is offering something to people that's not just about me. I'm much more interested in like presenting art to the world or in the world that is gonna at least offer a space for people to come in and consider whatever idea it is. I love sort of the idea of collaboration, and generally I enjoy it too, but it can be really difficult sometimes. I always feel like the best things that I do come out of interaction with other people. Though I have had some collaborations that just felt horrible the whole time, where you're just like, I don't want to do any of the things that we're doing, but we're a group of many and we're working together, and I kind of have to let my myself do the things that they need to do too. And there's no way to predict what's going to happen, and that's kind of one of the funner parts of collaborating, is you have no idea what someone else is going to bring out of you or bring out of themselves, and like what their idea is. Collaboration is awesome.